Hey everybody, I'm Clifford Stummy, the Pop Song Professor, and today we're talking about Dear Maria, Count Me In by All Time Low.
I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in.
That is a very exciting song. Now, the reason we're actually talking about this song is it's got like a cool story to it, okay? It's actually about one of the band's friends from back in like high school / college. And her name is actually Maria. And here's a picture of her. And she's also a TikToker. By the way, thank you, Ariel Joy, for suggesting this song. This has been really awesome to dig into. So let's look at verse 1.
When the lights go up, I wanna watch the way you take the stage by storm. The way you wrap those boys around your finger. Go on and play the leader, cause you know it's what you're good at. The low road for the fast track, make every second last.
So essentially what's happening here is Maria is this girl that Alex Gaskarth, the lead singer and songwriter for the band, is talking about, and she is a stripper. When the lights go off, I want to watch the way you take the stage, the way you wrap those boys around your finger, so it's, you know, it's a male audience in this case, and it's what you're good at, he says. The low road for the fast track. And the low road means doing something that people would consider beneath them or lower or, you know, disreputable, so that she can make the money quickly, that fast track. But it's not just about that. Like, he admires her personality. He says, make every second last. Like, enjoy it while you're there. And then we get into verse 2.
You'll be the showgirl of the home team. I'll be the narrator, telling another tale of the American dream. I see your name in lights. We can make you a star. Girl, we'll take the world by storm. It isn't that hard.
So basically he's just saying, like, I'm going to make you a star. I'm going to make you famous. You'll be the showgirl of the home team, talking about from back home. Like, you're the one that we all know. You're a showgirl. You're like going out there and stripping and doing your thing. He says, I'll be the narrator telling another tale of the American dream. And the American dream is not really stripping. It's more like that you could come to America, and if you work hard enough and you get a little bit lucky, you can basically be anybody that you want. He's ironically calling it the American dream because it's not what you would expect. Just to kind of make like a small dig at the American dream, and also just to kind of point out that, well, maybe she's kind of like the American dream because she's working hard in opportunity to get what she wants. He says, I see your name in lights. We can make you a star. Girl, we'll take this world by storm. It isn't that hard. And here's the funny thing is there's this picture that she posted on TikTok. Actually, it is a TikTok. Go ahead and watch this.
I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'm the pen.
Not only do your friends write a song about you being a stripper and you don't get any money from it and they get famous, but in the lyrics of the song, they literally say, I'm gonna make you a star. Kind of a rough deal for poor Maria there. So how did Gaskarth know Maria? And he says, there was a girl from around where I grew up named Maria. They used to all hang out in a big circle of friends. I found out one day that she had become a dancer at a few different clubs, and it just struck me. I didn't expect that for her. Not that there was anything wrong with that decision, but it inspired me to tell that story about a girl doing what she has to do to make ends meet and live the life she wants to live, and I thought it was a badass story about a badass chick taking control of her life. Which, that kind of explains some of the lyrics that we've heard. And Maria, at first, didn't tell anybody that it was about her because she didn't want her dad to find out that she had been stripping. But when this song got picked up in a TikTok challenge in the last couple of years here, she was like, fine, I'll tell people. And so she posted a picture of this conversation with Zachary Merrick, the bassist for the guitar, where he confirms that, yes, indeed, she is the Maria that this is about. And then we get into the chorus.
'Cause I got your picture, I'm coming with you, dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle, and I'm the pen. Make it count when I'm the one who's selling you out. 'Cause it feels like stealing hearts, calling your name from the crowd.
My gosh, guys, the 2007s, the scene kids, they were very energetic. Basically what he's saying here is, I've got a picture of you, I'm coming with you, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle. So I've read about this, and apparently they were all kind of like hanging out at a bar. They were a little bit underage. They were still drinking, and they're drinking, you know, some alcohol when they shouldn't be. And he's, you know, hearing the story about Maria. And he's like, at the bottom of this bottle, by the time we finish this drink, I'll have had a story, and then I'll be the pen, and I'll go write this and turn it into a song. So he's being self-referential there. And he says, make it count when I'm the one who's selling you out, which is a weird reference, just kind of like using her story to make a song. He's kind of referring to that specifically, it looks like, because it feels like stealing hearts, calling your name from the crowd. Like, I actually know you, and I know your name, not just like your stripper name. And all of these guys are wrapped around your finger, even though like that's not actually love, that's just like sexual interest. But he kind of feels like he has this inside track to somebody that everybody else is so interested in. And then we get into some really weird stuff in the bridge, and I'll just be super brief about this because this is very speculative, but he says, I'm watching from the floor, I'm going crazy, take a breath and let the rest come easy, never settle down because the cash flow leaves me, always wanting more. And it's almost like he is her manager and he's making money from helping her do what she wants to do, where he talks about making her a star and everything. And it's almost as if though the story you kind of have to reconstruct here that the band is not confirmed is that you go back to high school and then you partner with this girl to tell her story and to make her more famous. And he's like imagining all of this. But then the fact of the matter remains that Maria still hasn't seen a single cent and nobody even knew it was about her until just recently. So there is a story at the bottom of this bottle. There's the story of Maria, but there's also this very like interesting imagined story from the perspective of the band itself and from Alex Gathskarth's perspective. So anyway, guys, that is Dear Maria, Count Me In by All Time Low. Suggest some other songs for me to explain, and be sure to eat lots of vegetables.